And then and then and then the Radha and Krishna become big and get married, and then we call them Lakshmi and Narayan. In in this yuga, we in this yuga uh, we have 8 births and 12,050 years. In this yuga, all souls are very happy and very happy and also very kind and pure. And then in in this yuga, all souls are very happy and pure. And then second yuga. The second yuga is Treta Yuga. In Treta Yuga, the Treta yuga is taken by the Ram and Sita. In this yuga, we have 12 births and 12,050 years. In two yugas, we are very happy and all souls are very pure. But in third and fourth yuga, we are in third and then third yuga. The third yuga is Dwapar Yuga. In Dwapar Yuga, we are we are very sad. Some souls are very sad. In this yuga, we have 24 births and also 12,050 years. In this yuga, we started bhakti like get up and all these things. In this yuga, we started also built buildings and temples. And then in this yuga, some souls are happy. But in fourth yuga, this is Kali Yuga. In Kali Yuga, we are very unhappy and sad. In this yuga, all souls are fighting with each other. This yuga is called a Kali Yuga. In Kali Yuga, all souls are very sad. Then all souls searching a God and calling a God. Then in the Sangam Yuga, God comes in our world and changing the life of souls and all the world. In the Sangam Yuga, God is coming in the world and changing our life by the Murli. So this is the recap of tomorrow's class. And again, welcome to Didi and all this Children Personality Development E-Camp with beautiful class and one hand clapping.
Hello children, how are you?
We are good.
Fine, Didi. Om Shanti, Didi.
Om Shanti everyone.
Om Shanti Didi.
Shanti, Didi.
Okay, so
Om Shanti Didi.
who summarize? Okay. Does anyone of you remember? So all of you remember everything what we learned yesterday?
Yeah.
So can I ask questions now?
Didi, we remember it very good because we liked it also very much.
Yeah, that the history was so interesting, no? When I was a child like you, na, I was just, how many years old? You just can't imagine. I was just 8 years old. And when I heard this history of India, of the world, I got so amazed. And I was like, remembering it every time because this history is very interesting. It's not boring, no? It's very interesting. So we like that how Shri Krishna came and how Shri Rama came and then what happened to the world, how the nature changed everything, and how the Ravana came, the Ravan came in the human beings and how the world became like this. So this was really interesting to hear. So what happened in golden age, what happened in Treta Yuga, and in the copper age, and then in the iron age. So just a quick review was given by Shri, I guess Shri and Kumkum, to all of you. But let me just ask one or two questions, and with that questions, I will just have the idea that all of you have understood. So I just want to see how many of you remember. Okay, so it's a very surprise kind of a test of yours. Let's see who answers my question and how many of you know it. So you just be honest about it. Okay. So how many of you can revise the number of celestial degrees that we had in golden age? How many celestial degrees we had in golden age?
Didi 16.
16 celestial degrees. Okay. And in Treta Yuga?
14. Didi
18. And in
14.
Dwapar Yuga?
8.
8. Wow. And in Kali Yuga?
0. Didi 0.
0. That was correct. Okay. In Kali Yuga, we lost all our celestial degrees, all our purity, and all the good things that we had in the soul. Now we lost everything. And so now another question. What was the population of the whole world when golden age came to an end and Treta Yuga, I mean the silver age, started? So what was the population at that time of the whole world?
33 crore.
Didi 9 lakh. Didi 9 lakh.
10 million.
Didi 9 lakh.
9 lakh. 9 lakh
Didi
means
9 lakh.
9 lakh was the population of the beginning. It was the population when golden age started.
Didi 1 million.
33 crore.
Didi 1 million.
Okay, first raise one by one. Who said 1 million? 1 million is approximately 9 lakh. Okay, so 1 million is the wrong answer because 9 lakh was 1 million approximate population was in the beginning of the golden age. So what was the population by the end of golden age? I
33
mean by the
crore.
beginning of the silver age.
33 crore.
33 crores. 33 crores was the population by the end of Treta Yuga. By the end of Treta Yuga, the population was 33 crores. And when Dwapar Yuga started. So I am asking you, what was the population when golden age was, coming to an end?
Didi 10 million.
Not 10 million.
9 lakh.
2 million. 2 million means, 20 million. 20 million. 20 million means 2 crores. 2 to 3 crores was the approximate, population when golden age was coming to the end. It was 2 to 3 crores. That means approximately 20 million. Okay. So next question. What was the time in the 5,000 years when bhakti, I mean devotion, started? What is the name of that yuga when bhakti started?
Dwapar Yuga.
That's correct. And what is the time in the whole 5,000 years when God incarnates?
Sangam Yug.
Sangam Yug. What is when does Sangam Yug arrive?
When
Sangam Yug is what is the timing of Sangam Yuga?
After Kali Yuga.
End of Kali Yuga. End of Kali Yuga. And what is the duration of Sangam Yuga?
100 years.
100 years.
100 years.
The duration of Sangam Yuga is 100 years. Very nice. So children, I think most of you remember most of the things. So I'm so glad that you listen to everything so carefully. So today we shall be learning about karma and rebirth. So all of you will be amazed to listen. All of you got so amazed listening to the story of 84 births, right? So we saw 8 births in golden age. Then how many births? 12 births in the silver age. Then we were having how many births in Dwapar Yuga? 21 births in Dwapar Yuga in the copper age. And then 42 births in the Kali Yuga. okay, in the Iron Age. So the total becomes 83. The total of Golden Age, the total of Silver Age, Copper Age, and Iron Age becomes 83. And this one divine birth is a count of Sangam Yuga. So the total is 84. That's how. So now we shall be learning why do we take birth? What is the purpose of taking birth again and again? Why did the soul of Shri Krishna, was taking birth again and again, and the soul of Shri Krishna was taking 84 births? So what is the driving medium behind a soul taking birth again and again? So we shall be listening to this concept in the law of karma. Okay, let me just share with you the presentation of today. Okay, you all have heard about the law of karma. I think about karma is something which is not an old concept now. I think you all know that whatever you do, it is going to come back to you in a way.
Yes.
So what happens? The third law of Newton always acts, which means that to every action there is equal and opposite reaction. For every action I affect, there is a result, there is some experience, there is some experience which is attached to it. So whatever I do, it's going to come back to me. So how many types of karma are there? Let me just tell you that there are 3 types of karma, and these 3 types of karma are: one is sukarma, the another one is called vikarma, and third is akarma. Sukarma means good actions, vikarma means bad actions, and akarma means neutral actions. Neutral actions. So children, I will be telling you the meaning of these 3 actions. So first, sukarma means good actions. So those actions which are performed while being in the soul conscious state and the remembrance of God and to benefit others. Those actions which are performed for the common benefit of all human beings of the planet. To those actions which never give anyone sorrow. So those actions are called sukarma, the good actions. Then what are bad actions? The opposite of sukarma. So the actions that are performed being in body consciousness. So those actions which harm someone, which harm you also, those actions which are creating sorrows for everyone, those actions which are depriving someone from getting something, depriving you also, you are hurting yourself, you are hurting others also. So those actions which are destructing something, some destruction is happening, some misbehavior is there in your attitude, some habits you have that is spoiling you and everything. Lot many things are there, lot many bad actions that people do nowadays. So all these things come in vikarma. And what are neutral actions? So neutral actions are performed being in soul conscious state only, but those actions which are necessary. For example, if I'm studying, if I'm studying a book right now, if I'm studying science, so this is also karma, I'm studying. So, but this is neither a good karma nor a bad karma. So this comes into neutral action, because the result of this action is not going to benefit anyone. It's not going to benefit the society. It's not going to benefit actually. It's not going to create any bad karma. But if using this study of mine, using this education of mine, I am going to perform something good for someone, something good for someone, then that will actually become a good action, good karma. Okay, if I am going to just study and not using my education in a proper manner, then that education, that neutral action will then convert into a waste action or a vikarma or a bad action. So we are studying nowadays we study, we go to school, we go to colleges. So these actions are neutral actions. Similarly, your parents go to office, your parents go to school, or whatever work they do. So they are earning something. For a month, they are doing their work, and then they get salary in their bank account. So whatever action in the form of work they did, they earned a salary out of it. So whatever work they did, that work was also kind of a karma only, na? But that karma was a neutral karma, because that was not for any good. That was not a bad action also. So that was a neutral, a necessary action which was very much required. Why? For the livelihood, for living. They wanted money so that they can buy food for themselves, so that they can buy clothes for themselves, so that they can have a house. Okay, so all these things are necessary for our livelihood. That is why these karma come under neutral actions. Okay, so I think now this concept is clear to all of you. So all of you have understood. So what is sukarma, what is vikarma, and what is akarma? Okay, so I'm just going to tell you a beautiful story here. So once there was a poor man, and what happened? He met Narad. And what happened? He asked, because that man was very poor, and he asked him, "Oh Narad ji, just look at my state. What is my condition? Am I going to be deprived like this forever? Can you please tell me when my good days are going to come? Please tell me. I am so fed up with this life now and so frustrated. I am so poor. I do not have anything to eat. I do not have a house, a shelter. So just tell me what is in my future. Am I be getting some wealth so that I can have a better life?" Then Narad ji, he saw his future, and he told him that yes, you have wealth in your future, but that wealth is also for a very small time, and that wealth is very little. So you do not have much fortune in your future also. That the wealth is very little, and that is for a very short time. So that poor man was very smart. You know what he said to Narad ji? He said, "Okay, even if there is little wealth in my fortune, in my fate, and if that is for a very small time, can I have that wealth now in my life?" So Narad ji, he started thinking, and then he went to a god, and he told everything to that devata. And he that devata became very he was very merciful. So he bestowed that little wealth that was in the fate of that poor man now. So that small wealth, and that small wealth came into the life of that poor man at that moment only. And after some time, after an year, that Narad ji was passing by from that same place, and he remembered, oh, they what happened, what must have happened to that poor man. He must have he must have actually lost all the wealth by now, because he must have spent that wealth drinking, enjoying life, and not utilizing it properly. And that wealth must have been gone now from that poor man's life. So I should go and see what his status is right now. So Naradji went to see the current status, the current scenario, what is there, and what has happened to the poor man. And he was so amazed to see his situation. That poor man was actually having a big house. And that poor man was not a poor man now. He is a very rich and wealthy person. And that poor man was having everything at his exposure. He was having a very beautiful life. So Naradji was, so confused, and he asked him, "Your wealth was just full, was limited, and your wealth was for a very short time. It was for just 2-3 months. So what has happened? What happened that it's been a year now, and you are still so wealthy? So how did you manage to, build such a big house and have a lot of things around you?" Then that poor man said, "You gave that wealth to me, but I got the consciousness that if I will be using that little wealth of mine to do something good for someone, then that is going to multiply. So with this, this knowledge that I got, I started using that small wealth for the benefit of everyone. I used it, I benefited whoever was there. I donated that wealth to some people, and I used it to bring to benefit people for the welfare of the society. And that's how I earned a lot of blessings. And with those blessings, my wealth multiplied. And that's how I was able to build such a big house, and everything changed for me. So that's how, children, you see the karma is the real reason. The karma is the real reason that makes our fate. So whatever is in my fortune, there is nothing like luck. Sometimes we say you are very lucky, you're such a fortunate soul. So luck is actually based on the karma that we have done. If something bad we must have done in the past, then our fate is automatically based on that. Sometimes we see that people are lucky and they get things very easily. The reason is because they have done something very good in the past, and that is the reason why they are getting everything. So the rules of karma are: each of my action is accountable. Whatever I do, it is accountable, which means that whatever I am doing, it is being imprinted here. So it is not going to revert. If you do something bad to someone, children, you can't take back your action. Immediately you will have to say sorry to that person. Immediately you should feel that I did something wrong. So you should acknowledge this thing. You should you should actually accept your mistakes. Even if you do something bad to someone, you should accept it immediately, so that that karma should not multiply, that bad karma should not multiply. So whatever action I perform, I am accountable for it, I am responsible for it. Okay, so next is, my past affects my present. So whatever karma I did in my past, it is going to affect my present. But whatever karma I do in my present right now, it is going to change my future. Okay, so the beauty about this thing is, whatever karma I do in my present, it's going to change my future. So if you really want to see what your future is going to be, you should see your present actions. If your present actions, your present belief system, your ideas, your positivity is great, your energy is high, that means your future is going to be very secured and very good. Okay, and if if in your present you are a bad child, you are a notorious person, you are spoiled, so you are having bad habits, then automatically you can imagine what your future is going to be. So whatever I have right now, it's going to convert into my future. So next is, I get what I deserve. Okay, so if I don't deserve anything, I won't get it. So we will have to earn everything. That is why we say, if there is something in the world, if you are if a child is born into a very big family, into a very wealthy family, that doesn't mean that God has bestowed special blessings on that soul. No, no, that soul has earned that big family, that wealthy family, because that soul must have done some good actions in his past birth, and that's how that soul managed to get such a wealthy family. Okay, so what I get, if I get something, I only get those things what I deserve. Okay, so next is, nothing happens by chance. Sometimes we say it was by chance that these things happened, but there is nothing that happens by chance. Everything is a result of my karma. And the next rule is, no one can snatch others' fortune. That is the best thing. That is the best thing. There is nothing in this world that someone can snatch from someone. Okay, so if you feel that my brother, he had my portion of the pastry, or he had the portion of my cake, I could not have it. He had this, my sister, she took that from me, and now she's not giving that back to me. So don't think about it. If you will be deserving something, you will automatically get that. So whatever things you get, you actually deserve them, you have earned them, and no one can snatch your fortune from you. So I will be telling you one more story, by this on this point. Once there were two friends, two great friends were there, and they were just passing by a bridge. And what happened, both of them, they looked down, and there was a purse there, there was a wallet there, that was lying down on the ground. And that wallet was having 5,000 rupees. So one man lifted, uh, 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 they were Ram and Sham. So Ram lifted the wallet, and Ram saw that this purse is having 5,000 rupees. So Ram was an honest person, and he said, I don't know to whom this purse belongs to, but I should go and return this purse to the police, so that they can find out who is the real owner of this wallet. But Sham was little, dishonest. So he said, no, 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 we should not return this wallet. We should keep it and divide this 5,000 rupees amongst both of us, because this is a reward for both of us. Then Ram said, no, this is not a reward. This person, I think this person is will be affected. It might be his salary, it might be something very essential. The money will be very crucial for someone. So we should return the wallet to the police, let the police find out to whom the wallet belongs to. But Sham said, no, no, this is my gift, I don't want to give this wallet to anyone. This 5,000 rupees is our gift. God has given me this wallet. Why this wallet was lying here in front of both of us, and when while we are walking around here, so this wallet is kept as a gift for me, so I will be taking this wallet now. So what happened, that Sham, he took the wallet from Ram, and he kept those 5,000 rupees for him. And okay, and then when they just passed by the bridge, what happened, Ram had a thorn just pricked in his foot, and there was blood coming out of his foot. And then Sham said, see what happened, even if you do good and think good, the God is going to punish you. So he was having that the thorn pricked in his foot, and there was blood coming out of it. So all these things were visible to Narad ji, and Narad ji was watching everything. So he got very confused. Oh my God, what is happening on earth? Everything is messed up. These karma actions, the actions of the laws of karma, I believe, are now not working anymore, because the one who is actually thinking good and doing good is facing a punishment by having the thorn pricked in his foot. And this Sham, who's having selfish desires, whose wishes are not good, he's having a reward of 5,000 rupees. So what is actually happening? So he went to whom? Chitragupt. He went to see Chitragupt, because Chitragupt is the manager of Dharmaraj, and Chitragupt was having account book, and he is having the account of everyone, each and every soul. So Narad ji went to Chitragupt, and he asked him, Chitragupt ji, just tell me what has happened. You are giving rewards to wrong people, and you are giving punishments to right people. What is this? You should not do this. Then Chitragupt said, nothing like this happens in my account book. My account book is accurate. Whatever happens on earth is absolutely according to the karma that person has done. So then he asked, okay, just tell me what is the about the karmic accounts of these two people, these two persons, Ram and Sham. So he opened his account book, and he saw that Ram in his previous birth was a very bad man. He was a dacoit. he was a robber, and he stole so many jewelry and treasures from lot of people and gave pain to so many people. And that's how he earned a lot of bad karmic actions returning back to him. Lot of punishments were coming to him, in this present birth of his. And now, as a small test, now as he took birth as Ram, God has put a small test in front of him. He put that 5,000 rupees in a wallet in front of him, so that God wants to check if he is still having that sanskara of being a dacoit that he was in the past, in his past birth. So he resulted by being a good person, and he replied that no, I don't want it. So he became a changed person now, and he refused those 5,000 rupees. And you know what happened? As a result of his honesty, as a result of his good decision, the big punishment that was, was about to come to Rama, that got converted into a small thorn that just pricked in the foot of Rama. That was otherwise a big punishment was coming for Rama, and that became so small, and it was just a small thorn. And you know what happened? This Shama, this person, in his past birth, he was a charitable soul. He was actually donate. He made a lot of donations to people. He benefited people a lot. He built hospitals for people. He did a lot of charity. So he was a charitable soul in his past birth. And in this present birth, God put a test for him as well. And you know what happened? He was tested by God, and he, got converted. He got changed. He got a selfish desire, a kind of a selfish will for his own benefit. He wanted those 5,000 rupees for him without thinking about others. And what happened? He, as a result of that charity that he did in his past birth, he was actually he was actually going to receive a lot of rewards, but then his reward got finished and it just got converted into 5,000 rupees. Understood what happened? So he was actually getting a big, huge reward from God because of the honest, because of the donations and what the charity that he did in his past birth. But then, because of the dishonesty that he showed here in this present birth, that big reward was vanished, was finished, and it got converted into just 5,000 rupees. Okay, so that was the reason of the things that happen in our life too. So don't think that anyone can snatch your fortune. No one can snatch your fortune. It is your karma that decides what fortune you will be having. Okay, children, understood? So yeah, the next point is, okay, so the next point is, I am responsible for my present state. No one is responsible. Sometimes what do? Sometimes we blame God for our present state. Who should be blamed for our present state? God is our Father. God is the one who is always giving us good advices, good suggestions. He always bestows happiness on his children. He is teaching us how to perform good karma. He would never motivate us to do bad karma. So why do we hold responsible for all our bad situation to God? We should not hold God responsible for it. So I am responsible for whatever happened to me. Exclude God now. Sometimes we blame people also who are in front of us. Sometimes we say this person is responsible for this, or that person is responsible for this, and this person has messed up my life. It is because of him, or it is because of her that everything is ruined. So all these things that are happening, it is because of our own reason, because of our own karma. No one is responsible for our state. Okay, so these are some karma rules that we should always keep into account. And then there are some misunderstandings also. So what are the misunderstandings? So none of these factors are responsible for one's present situation. So as we all have understood, God is not responsible for our present situation, for all the bad situation. Then our fate is also not responsible. There is nothing like fate. Fate is something that is made by our own karma. And vastu, sometimes we believe our vastu is not good. Vastu means the way our house is made, the way the science, it is the science of architecture, it is the science how the things are built. Sometimes we believe our home's vastu is not good, and that is the reason why bad things are happening to me. So vastu is also not responsible for our present situation. Even the astrology, sometimes we believe that it is the movement of the stars or the nakshatra that are affecting my situation, or the planets, the movement of the planets that actually change my fate. No, even the astrology is not responsible. The rituals, sometimes people perform lot of rituals, like a lot of puja is happening, lot of yagyas are happening, lot of bhakti is happening. People are going around the trees, feeding to the cows, and in sometimes even people are actually giving bali, sacrificing animals, like sacrificing cows, sacrificing, they are slaughtering animals in the name to change their fate, believing that things are not going good because I have not sacrificed any animal to any deity. So all these things are not responsible, are not going to change anyone's situation. So all these are rituals and orthodox thinking of people, that these things are going to change, but nothing. And last, black magic. So black magic, I don't know how many of you are aware of it, but black magic is black. So black magic is the worst thing in the world, worst thing in the world. Okay, so all these things are not responsible for my present situation. So now, so that was the law of karma. So I think all of you have understood the law of karma. So why rebirth? So in order to actually, in order to take the benefits, take the rewards of the karma that we do, a soul is actually taking birth again, birth, and taking rebirths again and again. So as you can see in the picture, a soul actually takes birth as a child, then it grows up, becomes old, and then that person leaves the body and the soul again takes another body. Okay, so it is, rebirth is for eternity. Rebirth is forever. It's not that the soul is going to die. You cannot die. There is nothing like death. We all souls are immortal. We all souls are going to be forever, taking birth again and again. Okay, so the karma accountability is there, and we all are actors in this world drama. So whatever we have right now, this body is my costume, and I am the soul who's wearing this costume. I am using this costume to perform my actions. Okay, so now, so the rebirth of human souls. So you understand this concept, that how we are taking birth now. And so rebirth of human souls can be in different genders, nationalities, religions, social status, and abilities. When a soul leaves the body, no one knows to which nationality, to which country, to which religion, to which social status, to which ability this soul is going to go, and where it's going to take birth. That is why we actually, no one can trace where the soul has gone. This world is so big, but we definitely can understand that there is no one who has ever died. Okay, it's the soul who has left the costume and traveled, okay, to another place. So we can just give blessings and our good wishes to those who have left their costumes and traveled to different places and have taken another bodies. Okay, so we can say, as is the seed, so is the tree. Okay, if you are going to sow an apple seed, you are going to get what? You will be getting an apple. If you're going to sow the seed of a banana, you will definitely be having bananas, right? You won't be having apples, you won't be having dates from it or coconut from it. For that, you will have to sow the seed of coconut. So whatever we sow, we reap that. As you sow, so shall you reap. Okay, that's the law of karma. So if you have sown the seed of good habits and good actions, you will be getting as a result something good. Okay, if you have sown the seed of bad actions, you will be getting bad out of it. The result is going to be bad. But when the concept of rebirth comes into picture, we see if an apple seed has gone, we are getting apples, we are not getting mangoes. So that means if a soul is a human soul, if the origin of the soul is of human, then the soul is going to take a human body only. It's not going to become an animal. Okay, so what children, this is the very important thing to understand, because sometimes we are made to believe that someday, one day, you will be becoming a crow, you will be becoming a lion, one day you will become a cockroach. So if you are going to do something bad to someone, you will become a cockroach, you will become a lion, you will become a cow. So children, you should understand this thing, that the cows, these animals that you see around you, they do not have human souls in them. They do have souls, they are having souls, but they do not have human souls in them. A human soul, that means our souls are going to take birth as humans only, not as animals. We are not going to become any animal in any of our birth. Why? Then why do people say that we shall be becoming animals? Why do people say that? People say this thing because they believe that we as humans are doing lot of bad actions, bad karma. So in order to nullify all those bad karma, we will have to become an animal. And if we will be becoming an animal, then only it's going to be a punishment for us. And that's how we will be craving to become a human back again. And then after going through 84 lakh species of animals, we will be a fortunate soul to become a human again. So that is the concept that prevails in the world. You shall be hearing about it when you will grow old, but I am telling you all this in advance. But children, remember this thing: no soul is going to become an animal. Why? Because we are facing punishments to our karma. Whatever bad karma I do, I will be facing the punishment of it as a human only, not as an animal. For example, if suppose I will be facing the problem as an animal. For example, if suppose I will be facing problem as an animal, and as an animal I became what? I became a cow, to face problems of the bad karma that I did in my past. I became a cow now. So now, as a cow, I am roaming around on streets. Okay, I am roaming around on streets. Now, who's going to tell me, "Oh, cow, you will have to perform something good so that you become human again"? You will have to tell all the animals na, that you should go and perform some good actions so that you become animals again. Sorry, humans again, right? No one teaches the animals, children. There are no schools of animals. There are no colleges of animals. There are no teachers and trainers for animals who are giving them instructions how to perform good actions so that you become humans again. Is that so? Is it yeah, yeah, is it right? Okay, why are you saying this? Okay, so I think you understood, na? And secondly, if suppose the people are actually suffering from the suffering their punishments, or having the punishments in the form of animals rather than becoming human again, and they're becoming animals, then why we are having children taking birth in a kachre ka dabba, in a waste box, or a children who's crippled, who's diseased, the child has just born and he's having a lot of disease. He's born as a deprived child, and there are some children who are actually thrown into the waste box. Their parents don't even accept them. So there are children, some children are born in good families, some children are born in very bad families, in bad conditions. So who makes this difference? Who creates this difference? This difference is created by these souls who have taken the birth as those children. You all have you all children must have done some good actions in your past in your past birth, right? That is why you all have taken birth in good families, isn't it? So it's a good thing, you all are good souls. That is why you all have taken birth in very nice families. Your parents love you so much. You do not have any deformities in your bodies, and you are all are intelligent souls. Your minds are so brilliant, and you are learning so much. So this is what is the reason of all this. The reason is that you all are charitable souls, must have been charitable souls in your past birth, and that is why you have received or got so much in this present birth. Okay, so the reason I wanted to tell you is that humans will be becoming humans in the next coming births only. They won't be becoming animals. And the evidence or the proof of it is, first proof is child prodigy. You must have seen this boy. Who is this boy? Who is this boy? What is the name of this boy? He's called Google Boy of India.
This is
What is his name?
Google boy.
Boy of India.
Google Boy, Hindustan का Google Boy.
So you
Hindustan
know
का
what is the
Google Boy.
speciality of this child? What is the speciality of this child?
दीदी
if
ये
you
हर
ask,
क्वेश्चन का आंसर दे सकता है.
whatever you ask him, he will give you an accurate answer to all those questions. And he the time when I saw him first, he was just, I think, 4 or 5 years old at that time, and he was answering to such big questions. He was answering the questions of geography, history, and so many other things. Whatever question you ask him, he was answering those questions. So why was he answering these questions?
Didi,
Did
his name
he
is
read all the
Kaudalya
books?
Pandit.
Did he read all the books? Did he read all the books in the library? No. No. So he learned everything in his past birth. So he learned everything. So he is a special kind of a soul. He actually learned everything so deeply that he took those sanskaras in his present birth right now. And in his present birth, he remembered everything that he learned in his past birth. So that is a miracle, for all of us to see. Okay, children.
Didi,
So similarly, we are having this girl also. Her age is just 5 years, and she's actually playing piano, and she's a good music director. And there are so many children who are having speciality in so many things. So this girl is 11 years old, and she's a disciple of Vijay Mumukundan, and she can dance very well. A 4-year-old child, she can do painting, beautiful painting from a time when she was just 2 years old. And that's how we see there are a lot of children in the world who are gifted. These are the proof of this thing, that the souls take birth as humans only. The souls who are human, they take birth as humans only. These children, they remember these things because they performed all these things in their past birth, and that's how they carried forward the sanskaras that they were having in their past birth. Okay. And the other evidence is past life regression. So what is past life regression? Past life regression is, children, sometimes, through Reiki and through hypnotism, people, hypnotize people, and they take them to their past birth in order to heal them. So so they hypnotize them. So what happens, there are special people to do that. These are special doctors who actually hypnotize people to heal them, to actually solve their problems and the issues that they have in their present birth. So they give them instructions, they make them to sleep in such a way that they go to their, that these souls, they actually go to their past birth, and they start telling them that what actually happened to them in their past birth, how they died, how they left the body in their past birth. And that's how the doctor comes to know the problem that soul is having in the present birth because of the past birth. What is the karma that is that is the what is the karma that is responsible for, whatever is happening in our present birth. So through Reiki and through different techniques, past life regression techniques, we can actually make out that what are the things that are responsible for us, in our present. So the evidence of this, this is also a evidence that no person has ever told this thing that I was an animal in my past birth. No person has told this. Each and every person who was taken into the past birth, they all have said that we were humans only. No one said that I was an animal. Okay, so the another example is past life memories. Some children have the memories of their past, they remember that they tell this thing that I was actually a sailor, I was actually a captain of the army, and I got killed in a battle war, and now I have taken another birth. So some children remember their past birth. So all these things are evidences. Okay, so so with all this, now we have understood that how the past birth, the present birth, and the future coming ahead of us is all made by the karma that we do. So whatever karma we will be performing, we shall be having the result of it in our future. So we don't know what happened in our past, children, but we do know that whatever I have right now, I have to utilize it in the best possible way. I have to do good karma right now so that I receive lot of things. I have the best future in the world. Okay, so we shall be meditating on this particular concept of karma for a few minutes, and then we will be taking your questions. Okay, so sit straight, everyone. Concentrate. Sit straight, everyone. Be attentive.
And think yourself as a powerful being of light, sparkling and shining in the center of the forehead. I am a pure, peaceful and blissful soul. Child of God. I have received such a beautiful knowledge of karma. God has guided me that I have to perform elevated karma so that I can have a better future. who's responsible for my present. I'm forgiving everyone who's giving me some kind of pain or suffering, because today I have understood whatever I miss in my life, whatever pain I have in my life, it is because of my past karmic account. But today, I'm sowing the seeds of good karma. Whatever action I do, whatever act I perform now, I will be doing that in my soul conscious state, not as a body. I'm a great soul, a great actor, a hero actor. God is my companion. He's guiding me every time, being with me. He's showing me the path of righteousness. I'm so thankful to my Supreme Father for giving me this knowledge and bringing enlightenment into my life. Thank you, Baba. Om Shanti.
Okay, so we are open for questions. You can unmute yourself and ask questions.
I have a question. I have a question.
Yes, please.
If nothing happens by chance, then what about like a coin flip or
Sorry, your voice is not audible.
Okay.
Be little loud, little loud.
If nothing happens by chance, then what about a coin flip or rolling a dice?
What about rolling a dice or rolling a coin?
Flipping a coin or rolling a dice.
Doesn't that happen by chance?
Rolling a dice or rolling a coin, that is, you mean to say when you gamble?
No,
not when
just
you gamble.
like if you're playing a board game or something, and then like if you roll a dice, then
So it's a game, you know. It's you can't say that you win the game because it was in your fate. And things like these should not be, you know, messed up with my fortune or with my fate. When you play a game, you just play it with a conscious that you are having a game. You should not relate it with how lucky you are or what fate you have, because that is going to change everything. The game will change for you. It might be game for me, but it might be you know, you will be thinking different about it. Some people become very conscious about losing things and winning things. Some are very conscious, some become very depressed when they lose things. Why? Because they consider each and everything as their fate. You know, if you are rolling a coin, and if you are rolling if you are rolling a dice and you are not getting a good result of it, then you feel that this is not my fate is not good. I am not good, something bad is happening. So if you're playing a game, let it be just a game. You should not relate it to your fate. So that is the way you should lead your life. Each and every point or moment in life should be taken separately. It should not be messed up or mixed up with your fate and fortune. What you get, what happiness you get, what sorrows you get, whatever opportunities you get, all these can be related to fate, but not the game. Okay.
That was not our question. Our question was, aren't coin flips and dice rolling all by chance?
Well, dice rolling and coin flipping, someone is doing that. Now you are flipping the coin or you are rolling the dice. It depends on you how you roll it. If you roll it hard, then it will be taking more rounds. But that doesn't have to do with any fate or any chance. It is something not related to chance. I think it is something, a moment that in the drama, you can say, in the film that we are having right now, whatever things are in front of me right now, you roll it hard, you get 6 or you get 5 based on how hard you roll it. It's not by chance. Nothing by chance.
Didi, may I ask something? May
Yes,
I ask?
yes.
Didi, my question is that when you were explaining about in the last slide, there was a thing where we sometimes remember like what we were in the past. But Didi, I've also seen like sometimes it happens that if there are some places where
Wait a minute. Yes, please repeat.
yes,
Sorry, sometimes you see something.
so sometimes I see that I've seen the doctors going to the past, but I don't understand how they go into the past, how they come to know that this person was this only. Why can't it be something else? So do they use some type of instrument for the hypnosis or what can you please?
Okay, how is this past life regression or the past things happen? The things are these are all. This is also a science to take people to their past life. These are specialized doctors. They do it with practice. It's not easy to take people to their past. Not everyone knows these techniques. Actually, these techniques are learned. So these are some specialized doctors who can actually take people, make them sleep in a way, and give them thoughts, so that these souls automatically they reach it's kind of, you are rewinding back the reel of the soul, and you are asking the soul to go back into time, because soul is just like what, it's kind of a cassette. You must have seen you must have heard about cassettes. In the past we were having cassettes. You can rewind it, you can fast forward it. So it's kind of a cassette. Soul is kind of a cassette. So you can rewind the cassette, you can fast forward it. But fast forwarding the cassette is not fast forwarding the soul is not permitted, is not allowed, or is no one knows the technique of it. But how to rewind the cassette, how to rewind the soul and take the soul back to the past birth is possible nowadays. And it's a technique that only some specialized doctors know. So these doctors, they take training of it. And it is also not easy, for these doctors to take the souls back into the past birth and bring them back into the life again. Sometimes it is very dangerous also to take souls to their past birth, because they can become mental patients. Sometimes they can become mad also by doing so. So some special care is required for treating such kind of patients. So that is why it is advisable that whatever we have right now, whatever problems we solve these problems, and we understand the reason that we must have done something in the past, and that is the reason why the things are not good right now. But it is for very special problems that people have. Let me tell you one problem. There was a mother, actually. This mother was having a problem. what was her problem? That she was having a lot of pain in her back. From the time she has taken birth, she was having a lot of problem, lot of pain in her back. And that pain increases every year. The pain was increasing, and she saw a lot of doctors in her life, and she got a lot of treatments from different doctors, but no one suggested her that what is the real medicine, or what is the real treatment for her problem. But her pain was that much, on her back, that she couldn't actually live more. She was suffering every moment, and she couldn't sleep well. So she was having sleepless nights, and it's been 20-25 years, and that pain was not gone. But then someone suggested her that you should seek a reiki, you should do reiki, or you should seek the advice of a person who knows how to hypnotize. Maybe this problem of yours is related to your past birth, because I think you have got this pain from your childhood only, right? When from the time you were born. So that is why maybe you are born with this problem. So maybe your past birth, the reason is in your past birth why you have this pain in your present birth. So then she went to a doctor, the one who knows how to hypnotize, and then she went through that therapy, and then she came to know that she was actually a man in her past birth. She was not woman, she was a man in her past birth. And as a man, as a man, he used to lift lot of luggage on his back. So the soul was lifting lot of luggage on his back. So he was a coolie actually, in her last birth. And because now that luggage is gone, so there is no luggage on her back, so she is feeling the feel that I do not have anything to carry on her shoulders. That is why she is having this pain. So that was the reason. So then someone told her it is better that you carry something on your back now. So if you'll be carrying something on your back, automatically you will feel relaxed, because it is a sanskara of yours to carry baggage on your back. So she started to carry something on her back, and her back got so relieved from that. From after that, those moments, her pain was gone. Her pain was gone because she was relieved from it. Why? Because now she knew that why she was having a lot of pain on her back. Okay, so there are so many other reasons, are there. Anyways, if you have other questions, then please, we are having just 5 more minutes left.
We have a question.
Om Shanti
Yes,
Didi.
Lavit is again asking a question.
Didi, as you told the
Yes.
story about two friends, the good boy Ram, in the present, he was doing good things. So the bad karmas done by Ram was in the previous birth. So
Yes.
Didi, why is he getting punishment for bad karmas now?
Because the karmas are carried forward. The karmas, it doesn't mean that if you are going to do something bad now, so you will be having the result of it in this present birth only. The karmas are always carried forward. So karma is like a seed, children. So there are some seeds that give result very quickly, and there are some seeds which are going to give you result after some time, after a few years. For example, if you sow the seed of wheat in the ground, you will be getting the wheat crop in how many months? I think 2 to 3 months you will be getting the crop. Right? So wheat, when you will be sowing wheat in the ground, you will be getting the crop in just 2-3 months. But if you will be sowing the seed of mango, mango seed, if you will be sowing in the ground, you will be getting a mango tree and a mango out of it in how many years? I think 5-6 years is going to take to give you the mango, a proper mango from the mango tree.
Yes, ma'am. It will
Right?
take.
So
Yeah.
the karma is also like a seed. Some karma give result very quickly. So some karmic accounts, they get settled down and they give you results very quickly in your present birth only. But there are some karma which are carried forward in your next coming births. So the result of those karmas you will not get in your present birth. You will be getting the result of those karmas in your coming births. So that's how it happens. So for Rama, he performed bad karma in that birth of his, and then those bad karmas were carried forward for this birth of his. And now, as he took birth as Ram now, so as Ram, he was supposed to face lot of punishments because of the bad karma that he earned. But now he was put to test by God. And when he saw that wallet having 5,000 rupees, he said, this purse doesn't belong to me. It belongs to someone else. So he decided not to take it. So with this honesty, with this one single good karma, all the bad karmic accounts that that soul was having was nullified, and it became all the punishments that he were that all those punishments that he was actually will be facing, those punishments turned into a small thorn. That small thorn, it pricked into his foot, and just a little blood came out of it, and it was the punishment was gone, everything got vanished. Okay, so that was the thing.
Om Shanti Didi.
Shanti.
Didi, why do only some souls remember their past, not every soul?
Why do
Why do only some souls remember their past memories, not every soul?
but this is actually this is also, we can say, something in nature. It's the beauty of nature, that nature also wants to give us proof of this thing, because nature also knew this thing, that one day human is going to say that all our bad karmic accounts, we will be settling those accounts by becoming an animal. And this is what we all believe nowadays. But nature gave us examples like those children who are so special in nature, that they took birth in a form, in a way, that they are having some special quality, which are actually evidences, which are actually proofs of this thing, that no, the human souls were humans only in their past births, they were not animals. So it is the beauty of the nature, children. You all should appreciate that nature has given us lot many proofs to say this thing, that we always take birth as humans only. We do not take birth as animals. So thanks to all those children who are specialized in a way, who remember that what happened to them in their past. Thanks to those children who are specialized in a way, that they have the good sanskaras that they had in their past. Some are like Google boys, some are good painters, some turn out to be good dancers in their childhood. So these are some specialized qualities, and it is good that we have these kind of things.
Okay, Didi. Thank you, Didi.
Okay. Yes, Lakshya and Lovit. I think there are a lot of questions in their minds right now. Yes, Lakshya.
You said that Sangam Yug started in when Shiv Baba pravished into Brahma Baba's body, right?
Yeah.
Like in 1937.
Yes.
You also said that Sangam Yuga lasts 100 years.
Doesn't that mean that that the whole Kalpa is going to end in 2037? Because that's 100 years after 1937?
After 1936. After 1936. Because
Wait,
Baba
what?
came in 1936. Okay. Yes, you can say that. If we count 100 years, then 100 years means 2036.
So that's the end of the Kalpa.
Excuse me.
So by the end of Sangam Yuga, we'll be having golden age.
Excuse me, Didi.
Isn't it? So we
Yeah.
should not go and think about these things. We should concentrate on what we have right now in our present, and we should always do good. That's the moral of the story. That's the moral of this course, that whatever Baba has taught us, Baba always wants us to perform good and elevated karma, great actions, so that we prepare ourselves to go into the golden age. So we should not bother about these things, that when the golden age is going to come, how much time is remaining, because all these things are, topics of concern of those children who are lazy and lethargic and who do not have proper plans for themselves. What are you going to call those children who always watch, see their clocks and see their watches and decide when to study and when not to study? So those children who are studying at the right moment when the exams arrive, you won't call them good students, right? So Baba says all those children who are prepared already, who are already knowing and already prepared of whatever is going to happen, we will face whatever exam is going to come, we will face it. So you have to become ready in advance. So you have to perform good actions from now on only. You should not wait that there's a lot of time remaining now, so there are these many years remaining now, so we should not concern, we should not think about it. So this knowledge is for now, not for the future. Okay, so the applicability is also for now, not for the future. So whatever you have learned, you have to apply it now, not in the future. Okay.
Didi, may I ask a question?
Didi,
Yes.
may I ask a question?
Yes, read this question.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, dance. What about dance?
Didi, I have a question.
Yes, what question do you have?
That why did Krishna come first at Satyuga? Why not other people?
Why not who?
Other people.
I couldn't understand.
Why did Krishna come first at Satyuga? Why not others?
Others. Why not others come in the beginning? Why did Krishna came first? That's what you're asking. Because Krishna is a special soul. Krishna is the one who made so many efforts in the Sangam Yuga to came first. If you will be making the best of efforts, the efforts that even Krishna didn't make, if you can defeat Krishna in the efforts, in the purushartha, in the hard work that he did to come first in golden age, then you will come first.
Didi, may I ask a question?
Yeah, I have a question.
Okay, so did you understand now? If you have a topper in your class, if suppose, who's the topper of your class?
I don't know, ma'am.
Okay, if you have a topper in your class, if there is a child who always comes first in your class, your target should be to defeat that child. So you will have to do a lot of hard work, you will have to do a lot of study, you have to concentrate more, make lot of things. So all those efforts are required to defeat that child, to actually push yourself forward. So it's going to be a lot of efforts being put, na? So Shri Krishna made lot of efforts in Sangam Yuga. That soul made lot of efforts in Sangam Yuga to come first in golden age, and that is the reason why he came first.
Didi, I have a question.
Didi,
Yes,
I have
what
a question.
Didi, I have a question
Didi, when
from yesterday's class. Didi, it is said that the sun will, Didi, it is said that the sun will die in some matter of trillion years. But if the
Who's
sun
going to die?
So, Didi, it is said that the sun will die. The sun will die someday. But if the sun dies, then
Who said that the sun will die? I didn't say that.
scientist says that the sun will die one day and will become a
Who
black hole.
said that the sun will die?
Didi, scientists.
Oh, scientists also said that you came from monkeys. The scientist also said that our ancestors had dinosaurs. The scientist also said the world actually got exploded from a big bang theory. So though all those things are big theories, children. All those things are big philosophies, big theories that they have put. but nothing of these things are going to happen. You won't see the sun dying in front of you.
Question. Didi, I have a question.
Yes.
When the cycle started, when the cycle started,
Which cycle?
Mama,
Which cycle?
human cycle.
Which cycle are you talking about?
Satyug, Treta Yug और द्वापर युग, कलयुग और संगम युग.
So you are asking me, when did this cycle start?
Yes.
It started when Kalyug got finished, and Satyuga started. And Satyuga started with the birth of Shri Krishna. So that is the time when the cycle starts again. Okay. So I think that's it for today. Thank you so much. We will be having, this is our second last, I think, session, and we will be having our last session tomorrow, and we will be listening to the history, and we will be learning about Rajyoga meditation. Why do we call it Rajyoga meditation? We will be listening to the history of Brahma Baba tomorrow. Okay, it's going to be a very, very interesting session because we all like stories, right? So we all will be listening to Brahma Baba's story tomorrow.
Didi, today is Brahma Baba's birthday.
Yes, wow, you all remember it.
Yes, Didi.
Yes, Didi.
Brahma Baba's Lokik birthday, which means Brahma Baba, I think he turned
144 years.
144 years?
Yes.
Okay. So happy birthday to Brahma Baba. Okay, see you then, children. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti Didi.
Om Shanti Didi.
Didi dance.
Om Shanti. Thank you.
Om Shanti Didi.
Okay, Ambika is going to summarize everything and she will be thanking everyone.
Thank you very much, Didi ji, for this wonderful session. We enjoyed a lot, and today we know the karma and rebirth. We learned that the law of karma, There are three types of karma: sukarma, vikarma, and akarma. The sukarma is the good actions, the vikarma is the bad actions, and the akarma is the neutral actions. Actions performed in being soul conscious and in the remembrance of God are the sukarma. The opposite of sukarma is vikarma. The bad actions done in the body consciousness are called the vikarma. Actions being performed in soul consciousness but not benefiting anyone, they are just our needs. The waste action, neither bad nor good. Actions are called the akarma. We learn that there is nothing as luck. It is all the results of our karma. The karma rules are: each of my actions is accountable. My past affects my present, and my present affects my future. I get what I deserve. Nothing happens by chance. No one can snatch another's fortune. I am responsible for my present state. None of these are responsible for one's present situation. We have a big misunderstanding that God, fate, Vastu, astrology, rituals, and black magics are responsible for our present situation. But no, we are only responsible for our present situation. Why rebirth? Rebirth is for eternity, for karma accountability, for actors in world drama. Rebirth of human souls can be in different genders, nationalities, religions, social status, and abilities. But one human soul cannot enter an animal's body. We take birth, human soul takes a human body only. As is the seed, so is the tree. This means that if you sow the seed of apple, then you will get apples, the tree of apple only, not the tree of mango. The rebirth evidences are: first, child prodigy. For example, the Google boy. The proof of rebirth is that some children are God gifted, that they have learned many things very deeply in their past life, which they are using in their present life. Past life regression, and the third is past life memories. And there are many more talks which explains us karma and rebirth. Now we all students give a thanks with beautiful flowers and greetings with one hand to Honorable and Ethical B.K. Shivika Didi.
Thank you so
Thank you,
much.
Didi.
Thank you so much, children.
Didi, what is the poll about?
What?
Didi, what is the poll about?
Suitable
Which
time
poll?
for Didi, it's asking that suitable time for you.
There
There
are
are two options
coming.
coming.
Your voice is not audible to me. Can you be little loud?
Didi, it is asking that what is the suitable time for us, and they are giving two options: 5:30 to 6:30 and 7:15 to 8:15. And now it's gone. It was a poll, something about.
I'm not understanding what you're asking.
Didi, there came a dialog box asking as a name poll, and it was asking us for the suitable time. So, what the suitable time was about?
Suitable time for what?
Didi, that is what I am asking.
I do not understand what are you asking, because I haven't got any quote like that. So from where did you read this quote?
It suddenly came on my screen when Ambika was delivering her thanks.
Yes, Didi.
Oh,
Yes, Didi.
Yes, Didi.
Co-host can start
Yes, Didi.
polls in which it asks a
Om
question.
suitable time for what? I'm sorry if something
There,
like that
there was a
came,
poll.
but I didn't write anything on anyone's screen. Okay, forget about it.
Didi, can we have dance?
Of course, you can dance,
When can I
but
play
I will be
music?
having another meeting at 8:30, so I'll be leaving the class. So you can carry on with your dancing.
Okay, Didi.
Okay. Thank you. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti Didi.
Om Shanti, Didi.
Shanti.
Om Shanti Didi.
Om Shanti
Om
Didi.
Shanti
Shanti.
Didi.
Bye bye. Om
Om
Shanti.
Shanti Didi.
Om Shanti
Om
Didi.
Shanti Didi.
मेरे संग संग चलते बाबा, मेरे संग संग चलते बाबा, मेरे संग संग चलते हैं बाबा, मेरे संग संग चलते हैं बाबा। जैसे गगन में चाँद चलता है, चलता है, उनकी किरणों की छाया में दिल हर पल रहता है। जैसे गगन में चाँद चलता है, चलता है, उनकी किरणों की छाया में दिल हर पल रहता है। मेरे संग संग चलते हैं बाबा, मेरे संग संग चलते हैं बाबा, मेरे संग संग चलते हैं बाबा, मेरे संग संग चलते हैं बाबा। देखूं मैं चकोर की तरह, नाचूं मैं झूमर की तरह, बोलूं मैं कोयल की तरह, गाँव में बुलबुल की तरह। मेरा मन बहलाते हैं बाबा, मेरा मन बहलाते हैं बाबा, जैसे सुरों में सरगम बजता है, बजता है। मेरे संग संग चलते हैं बाबा, मेरे संग संग चलते हैं बाबा। सोचूं मैं भंवरों की तरह,